All I can say is wow. You know what I'm saying? It's a shit show going on in this world. Like you got this is who these people think is running this country, right? So you Americans have been so stupid. You know what I'm saying? You've been so dumbed down, right? Besides the brothers and sisters in this truth, you think this dude running the president, you running this country, you need to have your head checked because you ain't too bright upstairs. But a lot of jakes get all into this political system, right? They make you pick a side, right? Right? They purposely set this Republican and Democrat system up to captivate you, jakes, right? You got one, this dude here is out of his mind, right? And you got the other dude, Trump. He don't like you, jakes. He made that very clear. But you, jakes, so simple, right? Jake's so stupid, right? You know what I'm saying? And ain't he a convicted felon now? So how this works? So you can't vote as a felon, right? Because they demonize Jake. They have destroyed Jake with the felony system out of so much opportunity, right? But yet you can run for the fucking president, with felonies. Make it make sense, right? So let's get into this lesson, right? You got a lot of these jakes in complete la la land. They're oblivious to what's going on, all these things going on in this world, and it's a big shit show. It's like one thing after another, right? I was gonna do a lesson talking about the food, right? The food is all poison. So if you eat anything that's processed, it's poison, right? The meat, maybe your Doritos, hot Cheetos, even those so-called healthy bars are all poison, right? The only way to avoid that is eat what the Most High put into the earth: apples, oranges, you know what I'm saying, fruits and vegetables, and meats. That's it. You got to start cooking and stop being lazy for the women, right? This fast food culture is making you sick. So let's get into this shit show. It's like one thing after another, right? So much chaos is going on right now, but yet these people are in a strong delusion. You got all these false doctrines coming out. You got Christianity getting exposed on a high level, but they're still pushing the so-called white Jesus, right? It's like they're going out with a bang, right? So this definition shit show. Let's go here. Right here, a situation or event that is badly organized, unpleasant, and full of confusion. That's heavy. They even got this example right here. It says elections are often a shit show. So you got the selection, right? And they're going to show you, Jake, you ain't learned nothing. Your vote don't matter, but they'll run these enchantments on you that say vote or die. You had that ninja, right? P. Diddy and all these celebrities that juiced you Jakes up and keep fooling you, Jakes, because Jake is stupid. The only people that got sense is the brothers and sisters that's in this truth, right? Because I'm convinced, man. I done saw these. All right, shit show. It says a situation or event that is badly organized. America is becoming a degenerate, sicko, bugged out, mentally ill society. It's already that. Pill popping, weed smoking, ghetto hood rats, ninjas with their pants off their ass, shoot 'em up kids, gang bangers, you name it. It says unpleasant and full of confusion. That's the spirit. Because when you go into this confusion, you got these jakes into all kind of MF and doctrines. You got Jake that believe into the Nephilim. You got Jake believing in immaculate conception. You got Jake believe that the Gentiles can be saved of the other nations. You got Jake still believing this concept of hell. You got Jake still believing so-called white Jesus. You got Jake still into all manner of confusion. It's endless, right? This is stupid people, right? When you go to the word Babylon, it means confusion. That's exactly what we're seeing. And it gives you this example. It says elections are often a shit show. So you got one race is against another races, right? And Jake's got a short-term memory, right? That's how they keep fooling you every single time. Jake is an easy one. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to fool Jake. I didn't want to make this too long, but I'm getting straight to the point. Too much to get into, right? I wanted to do this lesson going into the food. Now these devils admitting that the food is killing you. We've been telling you that, Jake. You know what I'm saying? Anything processed, and what do I mean with processed? Anything that you got to buy already packaged, that you didn't cook yourself, it's death. It's killing you. It's making you get diabetes, right? It's making you get high blood pressure. You want to know how to stop getting high blood pressure and throw that medication away because it ain't nothing but sorcery? Is stop eating processed foods and fast foods, Jake. Right? It's not that hard. I cook my food every day. You know what I'm saying? It's not a hard concept if you want to live. All right, Isaiah 28 and 15. All right. And this applied back then, it applied back then and applied today. Because you have said we have made a covenant with death. So our people literally have made a covenant with death. The way they eat, the way they think, the way they move, right? What they believe in, it's all death, right? It brings nothing but death. The rap music, you got some called drill music, right? It's all a representation of death, right? Jake can eat the fucking soul food plates and they blood pressures immediately spike, all right? So it's madness. It says, in what hell are we at agreement? So I ain't talking about the concept of the boogeyman that you've been taught with this pitchfork, right? It says, when the overflowing scourges shall pass through, it should not come unto us. That's what you Jakes think. You think ain't nothing bad gonna come your way, right? You got another thing coming. It says, for we have made lies our refuge. So these politicians lie to you, Jakes, every election cycle, and you fall for it because they use smooth words like the Christian pastor. They know how to talk a good game to seduce you, Jakes. It says, and under falsehoods have we hid ourselves. So our people have hid under this Christianity. That's a falsehood. It's lies. But they made a refuge. They made a comfort under their slave master. They don't want to be free. Right? We the only ones crying that consistently. Right? So I want to see if I can find another good one. Salakia. Let me see. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go to this Bible commentary. I think that's a little bit better. It elaborates. I want to read this because it's gonna elaborate on the scripture. Right? Give me 1 second. And I'm gonna read this Matthew Henry's concise commentary. It said the prophet next turns to Judah, whom he calls the residue of his people. Happy are those alone who glory in the Lord of hosts himself. Hence his people get wisdom and strength from every service and every conflict. But it is only in Hamashiach Yahushua that the holy God Yahweh communicates with sinful men. Man, Salakia. And whether those that teach are drunk with wine or intoxicated with false doctrines and notions concerning the kingdom and salvation of the Messiah, they not only err themselves, but lead multitudes astray. Do you hear this? This is your Christian pastor. This is the plantation blueprint of that you've been taught that comes with all these fictitious sayings. Like one of them is God is good all the time, full of error, right? Full of, you know what I'm saying? There's things that's not scripturally sound. But I want to find this other one. But when our people have consented to this religion called Christianity, which is one hell of a drug, and it has you Jake still intoxicated, I think this the one I probably won't. Salakia. But I think you get the point. Like, you know what I'm saying? Our people have made this system their refuge. That's why they go vote, because they believe, right, in this system. Because if you didn't believe in this system, you wouldn't go vote. It's just common sense. So our people have hid under this system, the so-called white man system that they believe in, and they, you know what I'm saying, gonna go down with refuge, right? It says a condition of being safe. That's heavy. Let's go back here. Isaiah 28 and 15. Read this again, right? It says, because you have said we have made a covenant with death, right? And death, and there's many levels to this. Death can be the so-called white man, right? It can be applied to that because he gave you this system of death that leads our people to the grave, right? It's wicked. And with hell, so you just got to stop. When you see this word hell, you got to stop letting your imagination take you to what you've been taught. It just means the grave. It says, and with hell or the grave, are we at agreement with? So our people have made a covenant with this black culture, this Hispanic culture, this so-called Native American culture, which is death, right? And they totally captivated inside of this society, and you can't tell them nothing, right? They're accountable in their own captivity. I've said this um, um, many times. They don't have a ruling class mentality because they've been so beat down, right? Let me read this again. It says, when the overflowing scourge shall pass through, it should not come unto us. So that's why people believe what these politicians say, you're going to have prosperity, right? Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh shall overrides these devils in this system. But we have made lies our refuge. So if you make a lies your refuge, let's go back to this word. It says refuge, a condition of being safe or sheltered from pursuit of danger or trouble. So our people refuge under Christianity. They refuge under these politicians. They refuge under this government assistance. It goes on and on and on. They refuge under a paycheck, right? That's really what they believe in. They don't believe in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, right? They're not crying out to him. That's how you know that. 1 Corinthians 2:12. Now we receive not the spirit of the world. So the spirit of the world it comes with an actual spirit to it. It makes you believe in this system. It controls your emotions. It makes you think the way you think. Most of our women have been completely turned out in the mind, but they don't know it because they think this is normal the way they think, right? And the things they've been taught. They taught you what they wanted you to know, right? They ain't gonna never tell you really what's going on and who you is. Are you crazy? But Jake don't understand that. Jake can't see the wickedness today. They think the wickedness just disappeared. But the spirit, which is Yahweh, that we might know the things that are freely given unto us. This truth is free of charge. You know what I'm saying? Right? But yeah, it's a shit show right now. Right? You have all these different things going on, but yet Jake is in a deep slumber. Right? It's like 2 o'clock in the morning, Jake's snoring, slobber on the pillow. Right? But yet all this chaos is going on. These people are complacent and they're comfortable in their own captivity and they can't see, right, the rise and fall of kingdoms. All right, hopefully this lesson was edifying. Call Allah Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rakha Kodash. Shalom.